Hey guys, welcome back to Skyrim. This is the prologue to series 2 of my Skyrim playthrough. As I mentioned, if you saw it in the last episode, we have said goodbye to winter. I know she's still on screen, but we've said goodbye to winter. And now I'm just going to create my new character. I can't change her race from this particular screen, so she's still going to have to be an Imperial, which is fine. I don't think it makes any difference for these mod locations quests that I'm going to be doing. So we're just going to skip straight over, if I can remember how to do this, across to Buddy. She's going to be female. Oh, I remember. It was so difficult making a pretty winter. I think it's the model I ended up using as a base, although she's quite pretty. Maybe I used her. I don't quite recall. Gee, life is difficult. I don't particularly like her nose, but the rest of her is passable. I might actually try of her. Skin's hard to tell for now, so I'll leave it as is. I don't want you to be like disgustingly skinny, but I don't want you to be robust like Winter was. We're trying to make a new person here. I'm going to just take her hair off, make her bald, if I can find where the bald option is, just so I can focus on her face. So flattering, love, so flattering. God, there are some very unflattering scars. But I suppose that's the nature of scars. They're not meant to be flattering per se. I'm never a fan of war paint. I don't particularly like it. But if it's something decent, that is not decent, I'm prepared to go with. Oh dear God. Wowza. That's cray cray. That looks weird. Huh, not too bad. Wow. Now that is some Dragonborn makeup. They do say that start with everything in the middle and then change everything afterwards, because that gets you a standard kind of person. So we're just gonna deform her face after all the effort we did of picking a pre-made girl and work from there. Yeah, not a fan of that nose. That one's alright actually. I have no idea what Winter looked like now that I think about it, but that's kind of a cute nose. In fact, I like that nose. Let's keep it. Do I want her to have a wide jaw or a narrow jaw? Dear God. Although, that could be alright. But, yeah. They're pretty cool cheekbones, you must admit. This is where the fun begins, although she's got very nice eyes naturally. I do quite like them, and the colour as well. My biggest fear is that I'll accidentally make her look like Winter. By not looking at something, I just look for the nicest nose and nicest mouth, and I'm afraid that she'll look like Winter in the end. Dear God. They're kind of nice. Not in the right space in her face, but nice eyes themselves. Dear God. Dear God. Wow, they are big and awesome. Winter had quite narrow eyes, so big eyes would be kind of cool. I'm gonna go for the big eyes, I think. And it's not the eye color of choice, but they look pretty cool. I do like that kind of color. So Winter had blue eyes, of course. I'm thinking green eyes, or brown, but green was my preference, but there's not really great choices. There's like that. Those strange ones. Wow, eye colors need an epic overhaul. To that green. Or that green. They look exactly the same to me. One mildly darker than the other. Oh well. We'll play with it later. I'm not really sure on their height. Dear God, not that way. If anything, they have to go the other way. I can't get any lower. Closer together or further apart? Oh, dear God. I have no idea. Don't make me make people. Can I not change that black around her eyes? Because it looks kind of weird. Like, really kind of weird. I'm not a fan. Now she just looks weird. Oh dear, cough. Oh, your brows are the least of my concern, really. Although, looking better already. I think we need to change her mouth. Maybe her nose needs to be longer. Maybe that's part of the reason her face looks funny. I don't like the turn down on the edges. She looks very unhappy. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. That's huge. I don't remember what lips Winter has, but I hope I don't pick the same ones. Oh, that's really kind of cute. I just would not figure out how the hell to make it work. Kind of cute as well. A bit pouty, but kind of cute. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think about how to make her different from Winter, and I just can't. I'm just not sure. It'll be here all day. Those are seriously my options. I forgot how terrible this is. You look kind of weird. Just let me say. Oh, now she's starting to look kind of weird. Let's just put some hair on her. See if we can improve her a little bit. Your hair. Okay, I'm going to put hair on you to find out your hair color. So give me a sec, love. I'm thinking like a brown. That's a nice ash blonde color, but not quite brown. In this case, there's kind of that. It's not many shades of brown, actually, but that's the color I'm kind of thinking. Let's just quickly go back to the beginning, because I like to start from one side. Wow, that does not really match your face. But from what I can see of the hair, that's a pretty cool hairstyle. It's really hard to tell. I think you probably need darker hair if you have that hairstyle. Just no. No. Pretty, but no. Hell no. Ugh. No. That's the hair that Freya ended up having, which was just terrifying. It's actually strangely kind of cute. Like, kind of cute. Not too bad. It's not really my normal go-to, but it's cute. No. Oh, that's Yordis's hairstyle. And that's what I had for a bit, Winter had for a bit, but Mjol ended up having. So you can't have that. That's what Winter was, so definitely not. It doesn't really go with your face. Your face is looking more angular the more I look at it. Maybe I need to make your face soft. Maybe that's my mission. No, definitely not. I wanted to make you angular, but I'm seriously regretting that decision. Okay, now let's try and go back and fix you. Okay, that gives you even more prominent cheekbones, but in a different way. That's kind of favourable to you. It makes you look a little rounder and a little less pointed. I'm actually going to take her chin in as well, I think. There we go. She's not quite so pointy. It's still not the hair I really wanted. See, that's always a possibility. Just the straight front hair, centre part. I swear her face is so similar to Winter's. Different mouth. I can tell that straight off the bat. Wish I could just make her eyes bigger. Make them pop. But I can't choose. I can't decide. How sad is this? Okay, this is it. Although Winter had a set middle part, god damn it. No, you know what? I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna be here all day if I just keep going from one to the other. I cannot make up my goddamn mind. They're both nice. It just really depends on the overall length and the part. So, okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I may play with it between Prologue and Ep 1, but I think that's where we're gonna leave her. And as for her name, you guys will all say, what is her name gonna be? This lovely woman is called Rowan. She's very earthy toned. So as you can see, I've got her in some very green, brown toned armor. This is actually what we just found in the... I remember the name. The Barrow with Rallis in that excavation. We had found Razadal's Armor of Retribution, which, when you look at the picture, I went, hell no, that's freaking hideous. But either it just sits on her differently as a female one, or this mod I have for armor actually makes it look quite cool on her. So it looks pretty damn hot. I mean, check her out. She is one stud muffin. And I just love like the little green gems on her arms. Oh, I think they're so beautiful. And just, I don't know, I'm showing a little more skin than Winter ever did. It's kind of nice. It's quite cool. Plus, it's still got a bit of chainmail down the bottom on her, what are they called? Tassets? Gosh, I need to brush up on my armor terminology. You know, actually, I can probably make her skinnier if I wanted to. Her eyes are just as pale as Winter's were, but a different colour. She's wearing a silver and green necklace, but I'm thinking I might take that off because it just doesn't really go with the armour. Yeah, we'll leave it off. I couldn't find... she's wearing her ring of minor magicka because she's going to be a pure mage, not a battle mage like Winter was, just a pure mage. I couldn't find any gauntlets that I possessed that looked nice on her that went with the armor, so she's gauntletless for the moment. Try saying that 5 times fast. Gauntletless. And then she's wearing the boots that actually go with this armor. They were Arzadal's boots of water walking or something. Boots of water walking, yeah. So water walking, I'm assuming that means I can walk on water, which would be really cool to not have to swim. If you wear any of 4 relics of Arzadal plus 10% enchanting, I've only got 2. That's okay. I don't get the extra enchantments, but that's fine. So she's wearing heavy armor at the moment, which is okay. I don't really care what she wears. It makes no difference to me. But that is our lovely, lovely, lovely new sassy Rowan. Now, Rowan is going to be using a different kind of magic to what Winter was using. She's going to be using a different type of elemental magic. She's going to be using water, earth, and air magic. That is a mod. So the mod I've downloaded for magic is called Destruction Elemental Magic, or Elemental Destruction Magic. Actually, I'm not sure which way the first two words go. It's something you can download straight from the Bethesda mod manager within Skyrim itself on PC. I have no idea about any other consoles. And I had to buy all these spells from Prologue, and I have no idea how any of them work, so I'm pretty keen to try them all out. They all have varying degrees of damage, so I'm not sure at the moment which one's stronger than the others. So I might actually, before I show them all, I might just quickly get a list that might list them in the order of damage, and then try them out in increasing order of destruction. I actually like Rowan. I think she's kind of cute. The magic in this new branch of destruction magic, they all still follow the same levels: novice, apprentice, adept, expert, and master. So I don't know whether it's not quite ideal, and I'm probably not going to be able to see all the effects fully, and it's probably going to take a while for Magicka to properly regenerate to do all these spells. But I'm going to go through all of them and just test them out and just see how they look like. I'm probably going to continually change which ones I use throughout these quests, but let's just start with earth magic. The first bit of earth magic, novice spell, is called gravel. Okay, so let's do some gravel damage. Okay, it looks like it's just like a jet of gravel damage. Next is apprentice. Earth rune, just putting an earth rune on the floor, so we can have a quick look at what the earth rune looks like. Ah, it's quite a pretty rune. Oh, doesn't do any damage to me because I'm the caster. Oh well, it looks pretty. Good to know. Rock blast. So, whoa, wait, what? Oh, so you're just throwing, oh, being attacked. Oh dear. One round of rock blast killed the wolf. Okay, so I'm tossing a rock. I'm throwing a rock at them. Next we have adept earth magic. We have rock cloak. And that's kind of on her. And so it's a walking wall of damage around Rowan. Stalagmite. Oh dear God, that is brutal. Oh, that's fast becoming my favourite right there. Expert spells. There's boulder. I think I'm just tossing a boulder at them, aren't I? Yeah, okay, so it's a bit bigger than... What was it? Rock blast. I do think stalagmite is my favourite so far. Oh, this rock cloak is pretty cool. Recently I was using Wall of Frost, so we have equivalent wall spells for these. So we've got Wall of Earth. It's going to have much the same effect. Quite like that. Oh, that looks pretty neat. And we can just walk through it, no problem, just like we could with our other spells. God, I hope they disappear shortly, or this is going to get a very busy road. And then, of course, we have our final level of spells, our master spell. I never found the vanilla spells to be of much use, to be honest. So I'm not quite sure how this one's going to be, but it sounds pretty damn cool. I actually read out what it does. So the master earth spell is actually called Earthquake. So for 20 seconds, targets take 15 points of earth damage per second, have health regeneration stop for 5 seconds, and are periodically staggered. It's a double hand spell, so I would only be able to have the one in hand at a time. And I just don't have enough magic to cast it. Now that's a shame. Oh, I really want to try Earthquake. Okay, so I've never been able to cast master spells. That's why I've never had a use for them. Yes, the wall's gone. So it looks like I still don't have a use for master level spells. One day I will be able to use them. That day is not today. Now we move into water. At novice level, we have rapids, which is just a standard torrent of water straight at them. Apprentice, we have the water rune. Maybe we can make it join the pretty earth rune over here. Put next to it. Oh, it takes its place. Oh, so pretty. I never really used runes in the past because I didn't see the use for it, but I think I might start using some runes, maybe. Another apprentice level is water ball. So it's tossing a water ball at them. Oh, how cool does that sound? I love it. We move into adept magic. We have geyser, which is like, holy crap, an uber water ball just smashing into the earth. I'm just gonna write this down. So I like stalagmite, I like geyser. Okay, I seem to like adept spells. Maybe I like the master ones, but I can't see them and they're too tricky to cast because they take up, like, if I could cast them, it would be all my magicka. So I'm pretty much chilling on adept spells, I think. The other one is rain cloak, so I just had the rock cloak. So rain cloak. Ooh! Isn't that pretty? Nice! It's very bright. And we have our expert spells. First one is torrent. So that's like a huge water ball tossed. Oh god, I've antagonized something. It's another wolf. And one torrent kills it. Sweet! So it's tossed up between geyser and torrent. They're pretty freaking kick-ass. And then we have the wall of water. So this is going to leave a nice little trail across the path again. That looks a little awkward, I think. It, like, water doesn't act that way. So that one's a bit strange. We probably won't be using that one. And that's the end. Obviously I can't use the master level spell, but if I could, the master level water spell is called Tidal Wave. So a wave of water that does 135 points of water damage to health and stops magic and stamina regeneration for 10 seconds. But again, that I believe that takes far more magicka than I possess. But that's cool. On to wind magic. Novice level spell is Gust. Oh, it's hard to see with this water around me, but so it's just like a gust of air that it pushes out. Apprentice is our wind rune. So we'll just get rid of our water one and put up a nice pretty wind rune. It looks much alike to the earth rune, actually. And Zephyr. Okay, so it's like an uber blast of air. Kind of the equivalent of Ice Storm that Winter was using earlier on. So kind of maybe an option. Adept magic, Tornado. Which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm loving these adept magics. They seem to be my favorite in all three elemental classes at the moment. The other one we have is Whirlwind. Oh, sorry, Whirlwind Cloak. So that'll cover Rowan in Whirlwind magic. Much like the Tornado, I think. Yeah. That looks pretty cool. I do kind of like that. For expert level spells, we have Tempest, which is like a really strong attack if I want to use an expert level one. And our favourites, one of the walls. Hopefully this looks less silly than the water, and that's Wall of Wind. I think it's going to look just as silly. Yeah, I think if I'm ever going to use a wall, it's going to be a wall of earth. Those other ones just look too weird. I mean, they'll do the same thing, I suppose, but they just look really strange. And the master level spell that I don't have the ability to cast is Cyclone. But I've got a Cyclone shout that I can use, my Thume. I used it once unsuccessfully, so it's pretty okay that I can't quite do this because I don't have enough magicka. Yeah, so those will be the elemental magics I will be choosing from. I'm most likely going to be using a combination of Stalagmite, Wall of Earth, Geyser, Torrent, Tempest, and Tornado. And I'm not going to be using the same Thume that I've been using all along. So there will be no dragon aspect, there will be no unrelenting force. I'm going to be using ones that I haven't used before. So maybe I'm going to try and make use of cyclone. If I can get it to work. So shots. So let's just assess what we've got here. I don't need that. I don't particularly care about that. Maybe we can use Bend Will. Cyclone, definitely. We could possibly use Solitaire. Oh, I've got to unlock them though. We're going to use Stormcall. We did use it a few times in Winter's game. The most memorable time being when we were trying to beat Alduin. That was not my smartest move. We will not be summoning dragons. I will not be using Unrelenting Force. And certainly not Whirlwind Sprint. It's pretty useless, that one. So by default, Stormcall is pretty cool, but useless in a dungeon. But I might put Stormcall in. It does take a long time to regenerate, but put it there as a default, just in case we're outside. Wow, just realised I should be casting fast healing instead of healing. I even know the spell. What is wrong with me? There we go. Much better. So we'll actually be able to heal quicker. It won't take like 20 years to heal. Although, that's an apprentice level spell. What is higher than that? I actually might be able to get the next level up. Something like Close Wounds. It requires a magic spell, magic level of, I don't even remember now, I've completely blanked. I'm pretty sure I'm at the 3rd level. Yeah, I am. So it's an adapt restoration spell, so I might have to just quickly buy Close Wounds from Colette at the college. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get it from her. So I'll do that again off camera and you need to see that. That's a pretty wind in the background. So there we have it. That is Rowan the Mage. What should I call it? The Elemental Mage? Because technically frost and all that is still elemental. I kind of want to just call her the Earth Mage, but because the elements she uses are very, very tied into the Nature Mage. Or something along those lines. Maybe we should start calling her a Druid instead of a Mage, because they use magic as well. So Rowan the Nature Druid. She's using the elements closely tied into nature. That's kind of the feel I'm going for with this. It's a very nature-based gal. She's so pretty and beautiful, and I cannot wait to get started out with her. Thank you so much for watching this prologue. Tell me what you think about Rowan in the comments below. Do you like her? Do you dislike her? Any maybe tips or tricks to make her a little better? Just let me know your thoughts. So give us a thumbs up and hopefully you'll stick around for Series 2 of Skyrim.